Hi everyone, this is Crystal and welcome back to my Organize With Me series. Today we're tackling washi tape. So once again, this is something that I had actually done prior to creating this series, but I did want to show you how I've organized my washi tape and how I intend to keep it organized going forward. So a few months ago, I think this was actually the first thing that I organized because it was out of control. So I had about twice this much washi tape, and washi tape is one of those supplies that I kind of go through phases where I use a lot of it and then phases where I don't really use it at all. So it was definitely way more than I need. In fact, this is probably still way more than I need, but this is what I have space for right now, so this is what I'm keeping. So I went through and purged everything that, first of all, didn't work anymore. So if you aren't aware, some washi tapes, they lose their stick or they start to kind of meld together over the years. So you have to make sure that your washi tape is still viable and still usable. So anything that wasn't, I threw away immediately. The rest of it, I went through and made some really hard decisions about what I would actually use and how I use washi today versus how I maybe would have used it before. I generally use it now as a layering piece or as a small accent. I don't use it in the same ways that I used to, so I had to keep that in mind as well. And got rid of anything that I just felt like I'm not really going to use, or I would be very unlikely to actually use, and then just kept the things that I still really loved. And then I'm storing them in this plastic tray. This is actually a tray from Target. It's part of a series that they no longer carry, unfortunately. I think it was called Itso or something like that. It sits inside of another plastic container. It's a plastic cube with shelves that this slides into. If you saw my video about my 12 by 12 papers, you may have seen it. It sits right next to my 12 by 12 papers on my shelf right now. So this is how I'm storing the washi. I did create these little dividers just with some foam board, just cut to size so that it would stay a little bit more organized. I didn't have enough space to add another one between these two rows, but these are all kind of neutrals and foiled ones, so it's fine with me if they mix a little bit. Otherwise, I've put everything into rainbow order so that it's easier for me to find. That's definitely how I think of things. I do have a section of kind of multicolor, and then that goes into the neutrals and metallics. The only other washi tape that I have is Christmas washi tape, which I store with my Christmas supplies. Not that some of this could definitely be used for Christmas, but the ones that are specific to Christmas get stored with those just so that they aren't taking up space out in my craft room when they don't need to. And then I do also have this small envelope of washi tape strips. So these are from kits or from different manufacturers, different collections. Some of these are just samplers of small washi tape bits that I keep just on top of this. I'm trying to use this up first so that I don't have to store this here on top of my other washis anymore. But there's still a lot here, so it'll take me a while probably to work through all of this before I can just be down to what's in the actual container. I do also have a washi tape ring. It's just a kind of binder ring with embroidery, thread, dividers on it. I would show it to you, except I can't find it. I have no idea where it is. Yeah, so hopefully it turns up in my organization process. So yeah, you can tell I definitely need this series probably more than any of you. So this is how I'm storing my washi. Once again, in the future, it will probably have to be reduced even more, but for right now, I have space for this, so this is what I'm keeping. So if you have any questions about this process, about how I purged my washi, how I decided what to keep and what to get rid of, and unfortunately this container is no longer available, but I think it would work the same way to use one of those 12 by 12 containers like like this one. I think you could add dividers in here and use it kind of the same way. This is from scrapbook.com, but I know other manufacturers make these as well. These are what I store my like travel papers and fall papers and Christmas papers in. So yeah, you can't get this container anymore, but there are definitely other ones out there. Okay, so if you have any questions, leave them below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here soon.